I want to be loved. I want marriage. You know, a lot of us get on here, we act tough, and we be like, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, but I want him. I want to be loved. I want somebody to love me. I want somebody I can be vulnerable with. The problem is, and I'm not crying, y'all, because I'm sad. I'm crying, y'all, because it's like a release right now. But the problem for me, y'all, is that all the relationships that I had with men were not about love. It was about survival for me. I know how to fuck. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to seduce a man. I do not know how to love a man. And then to have a son, because of those choices that I was making, y'all, and I got pregnant really, really fast. I got pregnant within 90 days of knowing my baby daddy. And we don't talk about this shit because it's embarrassing and it hurts. It fucking hurts. And I'm mad with me. I'm not mad at men. I'm not mad at my life. I'm mad at me because I don't know how to fix me. I don't know how to fix it. That's accountability. That's the shit that hurts. It's realizing that, hey, I got some shit with me that I don't know how to fucking fix. And in turn, because I don't know how to fix that shit, I'm fucking up other people around me.
I don't really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a rap carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, you see the link, the clip or whatever. We got to talk about this type of stuff because this goes on far too often. And what I'm talking about is this. You know, it goes on, but this honesty is great. I appreciate the lady's honesty in this clip. A lot of you ladies are not understanding what's really going on, or you're playing stupid. But what she said is pretty much what it is with a lot of male-female relationships. A lot of you ladies don't know how to love men. You don't. And when the woman was talking about, you know, she was dating out of survival, that's what a lot of, you know, men's dating experience is with ladies. Y'all want something. Y'all need something. Even when y'all trying to act like you a boss chick who don't need a man, 9 times out of 10, you want that man to have way more than you because you want to use up his stuff and you want to keep yours to yourself. So, and somehow we should be ecstatic that you're coming into our lives to use us for something, which is silly. It's silly. So that's the first thing. The second thing is this. You know, when the lady was talking about her, meeting a guy and getting pregnant in the first basically 3 months. We've talked about this before. You know, a lot of times, you know, these ladies, they're, and I can't say it for that woman, but these ladies push for unprotected sex. And then they get pregnant and then they go, oh, you got me pregnant. It's like, how many people have you had unprotected sex with? You know, these STD rates go through the roof, predominantly with women, because guess what? They want to go raw all the time. And some of these women, and I'm going to talk about this in another video, some of y'all want to be mothers more than y'all want to be wives. And you get pregnant and you become a mother, and then you want to be a wife after being a single mother ain't really doing it for you anymore, right? And the issue is with what the woman was talking about in this clip. Now you want to be with a man and have a husband, not necessarily a family, because you already had a family with your quote unquote baby daddy or daddies, if it's more than one or whatever. And, or the kids get grown and now you want to quote unquote be married. And it's like, here's the issue. How much time you think you need to learn how to love a man? Because a lot of y'all were taught that idea that, you know, men are no good, men are this, men are that, you know, men are negative, men are trifling, blah, 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 et cetera, right? So y'all approach us like Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. You have disrespected my family and the feminism temple. And it's like, oh, okay. So now guys are, you think guys should put up with your negativity, with your bad attitude or with just your ignorance. And I don't mean ignorance like, you just out of pocket all the time. Just your ignorance of not knowing how to care about another human being, especially a male, especially a man, right? So that becomes an issue. And it becomes such a big issue that a lot of y'all wonder why your relationships don't work or they haven't worked out in the past, but you never ask the question, how actually loving and nurturing were you to the men that you dated in your life? Forget the kids. And y'all 50-50 with the kids, to be perfectly honest, but that's a whole nother story. But how loving and nurturing are you with the men in your life? I saw a clip from, I want to say Dee Dee. I think she did a live on it. And it was a clip from Kendra G, and a woman got on there, 52. She hadn't been with a man and she hadn't been in a relationship in 15 years. And she was on there just basically mean and negative. There's no getting around it. Just mean and negative and unprepared. And pretty much most of the things she said was mean and negative and trying to figure out where she was at and what she was doing. It exemplified her being unprepared. But at the end of that clip, when she was talking, it's like, well, why would a man be lucky to be with you? Because I'm loyal and I'm loving and I'm nurturing and I care. And it's like nothing you said in this 10, 15-minute interview was loving and nurturing. Dissing your exes for whatever reason, you know what I mean? You trying to, I want to meet somebody, but I don't need nobody. I don't want you kind of scenario. And it's like, wait a minute, dog. What are we doing here? And this is what keeps going on over and over and over and over and over again. And the woman in the clip, kudos to her because it's kind of like AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I think when they say, the first step is to admit you got a problem. A lot of you ladies have an addiction to disrespecting men. You have an addiction to what is that? Misandry. You have a addiction to treating men poorly to the point that it doesn't, you're so doubling and tripling and quadrupling and quintupling down on it, and you all in on the disrespect and the misandry, that it never dawns on you that people don't want to be treated poorly. Men don't want to be treated poorly. And then y'all sit there like, I don't know what's wrong with these men. Nothing's wrong with them. They don't want to be treated bad. They don't want to be disrespected. They don't want to be with somebody who, they're going to share their home and hopefully their peace with, and all that person is doing is, is bringing their feminist Trojan horse in that man's house. So when he goes to sleep, you trying to kill everything, everything he ever built, because yay, we are women. And it's like, oh, okay. And a lot of y'all, sometimes when you become parents, and if you have sons, you realize, ask all these mothers and single mothers, when their sons start dating these young women, teenage women, or, young adults, their sons get treated poorly. And it's like, what's up with these? What's up with this? It's programming. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all don't like these younger ladies when you're a grown woman because they're bad attitudes and they're fast and they sassy, blah, blah, blah. They want to be city girls, savages, blah, blah, blah. But really, y'all don't admit you're seeing a reflection of yourself when you were younger. For a lot of you. Not all of you, but a lot of you, right? And then it doesn't dawn on you, oh, this is why they don't mess with me. This is why that person always gives me the side eye. Or if I see this person, they act like I don't exist, or they mean mug me, or they'll cuss me out on sight. It's like, yeah. Because you haven't even come to the realization that that's who you were yet. And like I said, kudos to the woman in the clip because she's like, yo, I don't know how. And a lot of you ladies, as you get older, I know people, we talk about people hitting the wall, but one of the issues is y'all can actually have a loving relationship if y'all wanted one. But a lot of grown men are looking at grown women like, how are you this old and you don't know how to care about another human being? Or is it just you don't know how to care about men? And we can't, it's not like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but nobody's going to take the time to teach you how to be a woman to a man when you're over, I would say 30. And that's pushing it. And that's really pushing it. So at the end of the day, like, that's one of the biggest the biggest issues between men and women is a lot of you ladies, y'all bought into feminism so much, y'all don't know how to love men. And y'all, and a lot of times, from your own stories and admissions, even when a guy is a really good guy, you fumble him. And when a guy is a really bad guy, you do quote unquote everything for him to slam him for being toxic and trifling on the back end. But it's like, you signed up for that. You already knew what was going down. You like that kind of behavior. I took care of a man. No. You knew that dude was lazy to begin with. Like, you signed up for that. But who am I, right? But y'all tell me what you think about it. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.